Ladies and gentlemen, Knockout Chaos continues with a lightweight championship contest. Let's first welcome to the ring from England, the undefeated Mark Thunder Chamberlain.
Mark Chamberlain got a phone call from His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, said, "You're one of my favorite fighters. How would you like to come fight in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?" He was dumbfounded, Barry, but here he is, the opportunity of a lifetime, not so much for this fight, but what it could possibly lead to in the future.
Well, of course, you know, if that man is one of your favorite fans, then you put on a good show tonight, and this is your second home.
Absolutely, and that call came while he was having a Christmas meal with his sponsors. This is a man who, until a couple of years ago, was still doing his day job as a plasterer. So wasn't a professional boxer as such, more a semi-professional boxer. Everything could change with that call and with his performance here tonight. There could be more visits to Saudi Arabia for Mark Chamberlain if he gets it right tonight.
Well, I'm sure His Excellency would love to see him plaster Gavin Gwynne tonight. Sorry, guys. Apologize. Couldn't help myself.
And now let's welcome to the ring from Wales, Gavin Gwynne.
Barry, don't stand up. You're supposed to be impartial. For those that don't know Barry, the former super featherweight champion of the world. What an opportunity here for Gavin Gwynne.
Oh, it really is. You know, Gavin's done it the old-fashioned hard way. Small halls, the B-side his whole career. Even when he won titles, even defending titles, he's been the B-side always. Even tonight, he might be the favourite to win the fight, but he's still the B-side. But it doesn't faze him. He uses inspiration, he garnishes all that, and that gives him the fuel and the fire to get in that ring and torment his opponent.
I think one of the issues might be, Barry, and we've alluded to it in various discussions during the week, is at the age of 33, how comfortably is he making lightweight?
Yeah, you'll say fine, of course. He was talking in the week that he could make super featherweight, wasn't he? And me and Darren didn't believe him for 1 second. It'll be a struggle. But he needs the energy. The way he fights, he has to be 100% energy non-stop. If he hasn't got that, because he's not a big puncher, then he will struggle. Against Mark Chamberlain, who is a big puncher, a smart and a sharp puncher, it could be a problem.
This I believe, is in the language of Welsh, Barry. I'm an American. Yes. Pardon me for being dumb, but you guys have your own language. That's pretty cool.
we do. We also have coal, we also have coal and sheep. Listen, I think the Welsh language and the Welsh songs are some of the most inspirational you would find. They really are. And Gavin will be going into this song absolutely buzzing. Anyone who's watched Welsh football will know this is the anthem. You know, for our Welsh football side, and every time they play, the arena, the crowd, the stadium are alight.
Croeso to Saudi Arabia, Barry.
Well done, mate.
Darren, you don't care much for the Welsh, do you?
Nah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it'll be for the vacant WBA International Lightweight Championship. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions and Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing in conjunction with Riyadh Season, National Event Center, the General Entertainment Authority, GIA, Gold Star Promotions, Gimmick, and Sella. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Steward in Charge Robin Smith, along with the World Boxing Association. President Gilberto Mendoza Jr. Supervisor tonight, Carlos Chavez. Timekeeper is Stuart Lithgow. Our 3 judges assigned will be Oliver Brian of Germany, Steve Gray of England, and Leszek Jankowiak of Poland. Our referee in charge will be Howard Foster of England. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with gold and weighed in officially at 134.6 pounds. Coming to us from Portsmouth, England, he brings an undefeated record with 14 wins, 10 of his 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current IBF European lightweight champion, Mark Chamberlain. And his opponent across the ring in this championship contest, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing white and black and weighed in the same as his opponent, 134.6 pounds. Hailing from Treharris, Wales, he has a professional record consisting of 17 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current EBU European lightweight champion, Gavin Gwynne.
Okay, guys, spoke to you both in the dressing room. We both know I expect. Keep it clean, break straight away when told. Both of you watch your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Touch gloves. Good luck.
So it's England versus Wales. Mark Chamberlain with so much pressure. His Excellency told him personally that he's his favorite. Gavin Gwynne looking for a big win for Wales against England. Maybe the biggest bury since the Battle of Fishguard in 1793. Here we go.
It's very important for Chamberlain to get Gavin early, I think, with that left hand, sorry. Get it right down the centre of the track. Just make him a bit hesitant to push forward.
Been excited ever since this fight was announced. 2 very good fighters. Mark Chamberlain, don't quite understand how good he is. To a level we do, but Gavin Gwynne, we know he's a good operator. He's tough as nails. I expect this to be a high work rate kind of fight. Lots of punches are going to be thrown. Who can land the big shots?
What we do know about Chamberlain, though, is that he does have genuine power, and he can carry that power to the 12th round as well. And that's going to be maybe a very important weapon for him.
And he talked about Gavin Gwynne's last fight at the press conference this week against the 47-year-old Italian Emiliano Marsili, and how Marsili hurt Gwynne in the first round. And he said, if a 47-year-old can do that, what can a 25-year-old do? So there might be some opportunities early on here for Chamberlain.
He's boxing nicely on the back foot here. I think he's boxing nicely, full stop. Chamberlain, he's landed some nice lefts, straight lefts to the body. They really sink in. Very accurate, very sharp.
But what you said, Mike, I think that's a good shot.
Uppercut there.
I think Gwynne does get hurt early. He has to almost get used to the weight of the punch, if that makes any sense.
Like an Arturo Gatti, huh? And we might have a cut already. See some blood.
To the right eye of Gwynne, there's definitely some swelling, maybe a small nick, another good left hand.
Oh, and an uppercut. Oh, yeah, that's closing.
Oh, boy, it's straight left hand, and all of a sudden, Mark Chamberlain smelling like roses against Gavin Gwynne here in round 1.
This is really good stuff from Chamberlain. That left hand, he cannot miss with a shot. And you see the damage on the eye.
Well, he needed to impress.
Yeah, and he is. He really is.
Again, it was so important, wasn't it, to make Gwynne feel that power very, very early, making no ways up against him. He couldn't just walk through it, and he's done it to a T here.
Oh,
lovely shot.
Beautiful work.
Like you said, Barry, Gwynne just kind of like, he's just taking part right now, needs to wake up.
He's got to move his head.
Peppering him with shots.
He's just static in front of Chamberlain. He's got to move his head, he's got to move his feet. He can't just stand there in front, especially not with a damaged eye like this. He needs to be a bit more cute with the fence now.
Gwynne's face looks like he's in the 10th round, not the first.
This is real worrying signs, this, for Gavin Gwynne.
Oh, lovely shot. Absolutely fantastic.
Have a sip of this, bud. Feeling all right, mate? Yeah, you'll get more. Right, you're doing some fantastic work in there, yeah? Punches are landing lovely. But let's just not look for it too much, yeah? We've got another 9 rounds to go. So take them moments to just breathe through your nose, get back behind that jab and set it back up, yeah? When you are in close, just make sure we're keeping that defence up. All right, that back hand, keep it up on your pull-out. Beautiful boxing, mate. Still the edge still.
I mean, it was a brilliant opening round for Chamberlain, and yeah, just sort of
just a chopping down, just chopping little short left hand, wasn't it? Yeah, just cut across the, just brushed across the face.
And just a word of caution in the corner of Chamberlain. They were just saying to him, remember, potentially there are still 9 rounds to go here.
Not sure he believed that. Looking at the face of Gavin Gwynne.
I think that the shot now for Chamberlain, he can't be too obvious with it. He can't get greedy with the shot. Is that left hook? The peripheral vision of Gwynne is obviously going to be affected now around that right side, so he needs to work that hook, but he's got to set up the shot still.
The problem Gwynne has is he's not the most elusive of fighters. He walks behind the high guard and walks you down. That's a big welt above your left with the right eye.
Well, it's a night where the big name heavyweights are supposed to shine, but Mark Chamberlain, at least so far, is trying to make his own statement and make his own headlines here in the kingdom.
I think the good thing about Chamberlain, he doesn't get too extravagant. He doesn't try to get too clever. It's clean work. Just 1-2, 1-2. Just right straight down the line.
Yeah, it doesn't overcomplicate anything.
Darren, have you taken a beating like that in round 1 and been able to turn things around before? I mean, Gavin Gwynne is code red time for him.
No, I've never suffered an injury like that so early in a contest, not an eye injury like that. And I mean, this fight was always going to be difficult enough as it was for Gwynne, but an injury like that so early in a contest is such bad luck. And you can see now, like Barry said, he doesn't make many mistakes. He just keeps things simple. But look how effective he is, Chamberlain.
I would say about Gwynne, though, that he won't stop coming forward. That's all he can do, Mike, isn't it?
Yeah, and won't stop coming forward unless the eye prevents him doing
good counter left,
as he often does.
Good shot.
That's the shot.
Now we know what Turki Al-Sheikh saw in Mark Chamberlain.
And what's impressive about Chamberlain, he never loads up, does he? It's all smooth with the work. He turns from the hips and the core.
He manages the distance so well. You can see him just using that lead hand just to fend off Gwynne. This is where Gavin Gwynne needs to be. Step either side, work away. Ah, that was a nice left hook.
Well, Barry, you know this. Gavin Gwynne comes from an area of Wales known for their coal mining, so he was raised in a rough and tumble environment. He's probably used to taking a few shiners on the streets.
As tough as you come. Oh, good shot. Yeah, as tough as you come, and he'll keep plugging away as long as he can, but that eye is more or less closed now, isn't it? And he's not, and you can't keep taking those big left hands.
It's a brilliant tempo, though, to the first couple of rounds here. Non-stop work from both.
Good left cross.
He's blowing the gasket here. I know he is. No, he is, mate. Water, yeah. Can't see how much. Yeah? Just spit it anyway, mate. Listen, he's open, you're going to quit then. But you've got none of them now. That's when it'll go down, right? And he's going to be dead for. Yeah? You've got to put it on him now, right there now, right? He's taking chances and he thinks you're tired, right? Yeah. Stick it on him now. Come sure. Yeah. Go there and stick it on him now, Gav.
Todd, I love that. in the corner from Gavin Gwynne. He just sits down and straight away doesn't feel sorry for himself, just says he's blowing a gasket.
Look at the eye, the swelling. Barry, it moves around like a...
And you will feel that, Todd. You know, you will feel that, won't you, Darren? You know, it's not just a problem.
Yeah, and they're taking a look at it. They call those mouses. Look, it's as big as a rat, isn't it? Crowd showing their approval. It's going to take more than that for Gavin Gwynne to surrender, a man who thought about quitting the sport 4 years ago, but he's back just for a moment like this. He's worked so hard to get here, Mike.
Absolutely, and Darren was talking about Gavin Gwynne and what he was saying in the corner. Just before he got up off his stool, Tony Borg, his trainer, said to him, stick it on him.
The problem, not the problem, Gwynne usually makes you work hard, and he does all his best work in the second half of the fight. But now he's got to let his hands go more frequently than he normally does.
Yeah, that eye may not allow him to see the second half of the fight.
Again, lovely shot straight down the middle. Oh, it's a left hand again.
My word. What a surprise that Mark Chamberlain was only a 3-1 favorite. He looks like a 20-1 favorite so far.
He just looked at us and smiled as well, Gavin Gwynne.
He takes a great shot, doesn't he? But can continue to take them. Because even if they're not really seriously hurting you, they're emptying your tank. Every big shot just drains your energy. Or should.
Gavin Gwynne needs to fight every round like it's the last round, because it may very well be.
But look how controlled Chamberlain is. He's not rushing anything. He's not overcomplicating anything. He's not rushing his work.
Picking those shots, it is good to watch.
I think he might have some success with the uppercut. He just missed with a left uppercut there, Chamberlain, but he's really crouching down now on occasions, Gwynne. That does make him wide open for that shot.
And we should remember Gwynne has been stopped by James Tennyson. His 2 defeats against Joe Cordina and Tennyson, both in British title fights. And against Tennyson, it was inside the distance. That's the only time he's been stopped. But he did say noticeably after that he recognised the power of Tennyson.
That last 15, 20 seconds ago was brilliant work from Chamberlain. Good variation, head, body, really in his groove.
Can't even nail it, you know. He might not look flamboyant, he just skips out of distance, just enough. That's a good body shot. Really good body shot.
Are you surprised how one-sided this is?
Yes, I thought Chamberlain would have plenty of success early in the fight, but I thought Gwynne would be making him work harder. And I think Chamberlain, even though he's the one moving around, I think he's controlling the pace. He's dictating the pace, even though he's the one being pushed back.
He is making Chamberlain work an awful lot, though, with this pressure. He's always trying to push off Gwynne. Land the big shots, yep, like that.
Mark Chamberlain smelling like roses so far here. Looking to improve to 15-0. And I don't think he's been hit with an effective shot yet from Gavin Gwynne.
Good still, Gav. Right, we know about the eye, but how are you feeling yourself? All right. Yeah, you feel okay? Yeah. Right. Stick in there now, right? We're going to have a round up, so we've got to try and take him out, Gav. All right.
Just at the end of that round, it was the first time I see Gwynne just take a little step back. Took a beautiful shot from Chamberlain there. That was a lovely, well-delivered left hook. More of a straight left.
I tell you what the problem is for Gavin Gwynne right now. That swelling, it's around the eye. I think it's starting to slowly go down the face, and that's going to be a real issue now. It's going to start to affect his jaw.
Over to you.
And they've asked him in the corner how he's feeling. That's a guide.
Yeah.
Darren, earlier you said, almost like Arturo Gatti, Gavin Gwynne needs to be hit in order to shine. But this fight is starting to look like Arturo Gatti versus Floyd Mayweather. It's that one-sided.
It really is. It really, really is. Like Mike says, not good signs in the corner. I mean, the body language is good from Gwynne, other than that last round where he did step back, but he struggled to see how he can win this right now, and unless Chamberlain just blows a gasket, because he is getting made to work, but he's boxing really nicely on the back foot. He really is, not putting a foot wrong.
Look at this from Gwynne. He's having a really good go though here, Gwynne. He lacks the power really to trouble Chamberlain. I think that's the he's as strong as he is and as fit as he is. He lacks that power just to really put you on your heels. There's no doubt in his commitment.
Yeah, and he's tried to respond, hasn't he, to the corner. He knows he's under huge threat here if this fight gets stopped. But now we're seeing Chamberlain on the front foot. Just needs to skip side to side here, Chamberlain, just standing in front of Gwynne.
Mike talked about Gavin Gwynne's only stoppage loss was against IBF super featherweight champ Joe Cordina. I'll tell you, Mark Chamberlain looking like he would give Joe Cordina problems right now if they fought.
Maybe not. He's Welsh, isn't he? So I'm not.
Okay.
Civil War. Darren, that.
Oh,
just fantastic work.
I mean, he's toying with him, Mike. Oh.
You reach the stage sometimes when it begins to get uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see too much more of this. We're seeing Chamberlain on the front foot now.
He's still fighting back here.
He is.
Yeah, the referee getting closer and closer.
That's clever there for Chamberlain, leaning on Gwynne. Just trying to put all his weight in it while he's working away. That's lovely. Just keeps you ready. He's so simple, doesn't he?
The pride of Portsmouth, Mark Chamberlain, delivering on the biggest stage he's been on. And the word uncomfortable seems to be the proper term for this.
That footwork was brilliant from Chamberlain there. He was, you know, not far from the ropes. He just spun around. It was very subtle how he done it, but brilliant movement. Now he's on the front foot, lands a big lead right hook.
You got to fire back here, Gwynne. The referee's looking to step in with that.
Yeah, the foul's in. It is over. His Excellency wanted to see Mark Chamberlain here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and he saw him all right with a completely one-sided, dominating knockout win.
Well, I said we'd find out how good Mark Chamberlain is, and we have. He's a very good fighter. The way he went through the gears there, the way he found the target to cause that damage, the way he moved on the back foot, the front foot, he showed us a bit of everything. Very, very impressed with him this evening.
That was a big step up for Chamberlain tonight. And when you take that big step up, you've got to put on your best performance. And he did.
And you think of the circumstances all around it, the pressure on him to produce a career best performance tonight, knowing what it could lead to. This is a man, as we said, and we had the fantastic joke, Todd, about the plastering, but genuinely, this is a man a couple of years ago was a semi-professional boxer. And now tonight, everything could have changed.
And no, when he's stepping up in a level, and also against a guy who might just be able to take his punches, potentially, and walk him down, make him work harder than he would before. So you're going into the ring knowing this is going to be a hardest fight. That takes a different pressure when you're not used to that. And I thought he was controlled, he was calm, he never panicked for 1 second, and he did what he had to do, very importantly. He made Gavin Gwynne feel the power early. Now, Gwynne is tough, and Gwynne was never going to wilt. No, he was always going to have to be stopped by the referee or the corner. He was never going to wilt, but he got systematically beaten up there, and obviously the eye didn't help him at all. But Chamberlain made very few, if any, mistakes tonight. That was a stellar performance on a big stage, and he might be around for big things, you know.
Yeah, no, it was a really, really good performance. Just the finish there was class. The way you think he's smothering his work, but he's just nullifying any threat coming back from Gwynne. It was smart, educated stuff, and there's no way you wouldn't have him back on one of these shows. He was exciting, he was busy, he came to fight, showed us a bit of everything, backed up what he said he was going to do in the build-up. Brilliant.
And the old phrase, a ring is a ring is a ring, from York Hall to Saudi.
Yeah.
York Hall to Saudi, and he produced that.
but it's not though, Mike. It is a ring. If you could, I mean, that's the difference between being a good fighter and a champion, is to think of it that way. Most don't. They crumble under the pressure.
When it means everything, treat it as if it means nothing.
The 2024 regular season begins on Thursday, April 4th, when PFL returns to Boeing Center, San Antonio, Texas, with heavyweights and the newly minted women's flyweight division, featuring global sensation 2023 PFL European champion Dakota Dichiva. What do you think Frank Warren's telling him? Hey, come take a picture with His Excellency. Let's cash the checks, baby.
Let's make that 1 year contract a 3 year contract.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes 46 seconds of round number 4. Our referee in charge, Howard Foster, stops the contest. Therefore, your winner, by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and now the WBA International Lightweight Champion, Mark Thunder Chamberlain.
An A++ performance from Mark Chamberlain, and yes, the fight was stopped earlier than it probably would have been because of the eye, but it was never in doubt what was going to happen here.